How's it going, everybody? Adam here. Welcome back to the Pokemon Freedom Project. Today we're going to just go over a quick short video of implementing characters in from Blender and just setting up some animations. So I should have shown beforehand setting up some quick animations for Umbreon, who I mentioned earlier on, who is going to be our main Pokemon. One thing we want to quickly set up though is possibly, I might change that later actually, because his pivot point should probably be in the center of his body, depending on how we want things to work later on, but for now I'll leave it there. Anyway, so we need to select both him and the armature. So go up into export as an FBX, and now we need to go find our place. That's not the one that I wanted. Unity project and freedom. Now we want to export this straight into our Unity project. So I've gone and made some folders for this. We've got models and Pokemon. So we have Umbreon, and I also have a preset set for this. You want it to be selected objects and have up as the Z as up and X as forward. We just go and click export now. Let Blender do its thing. Go in and open Unity, and that'll be imported in. So now we don't have to worry about trying to constantly update the model if we need to. So now we can just drag him into our scene. He's actually pretty much the perfect size. That is awesome. No need to do anything. Unfortunately, I don't think his textures went through, but that's fine. I will fiddle with that later and gloss over it, go over it when I'm in. Oh wait, no materials. Yeah, I don't have the actual texture. I think I need to properly undo that or map it out. Anyway, if we click on the actual model itself, leave the rig as normal. And I didn't write these down, unfortunately. We need to get the frames of where our animations are. So our idle goes from 1 to 60, but that'll go down to 59. Whoops. So if we change this one to idle, and set 1 to 59, if we go down here, click play, go down a little, idle animation. Ooh. I think I might have changed that beforehand. Well, let's quickly have a look. My bad. Maybe it's only meant to go. What have I done? I will fix that later. I must have undid some code. Undid some. Must have gone back and undid changes without noticing it. Okay, our walk cycle goes from 200 to 229. I did it again. So we just go up here, click this little plus, change this to walk, enter. So 200 to 229. Let me check this one as well. It's a little iffy on his back legs, but I can adjust those later as well. And the next one, which is our run, you go get the frames for that, which was 250, 269. So we put those in, 250, 269. Click play. We have our Umbreon run animation. Awesome. So that's that. So now we just scroll down, hit apply, and down here we will get our animations put into our model. So that's cool. So if we go up here into the actual in-game model, drag, nope, I haven't done it yet. We need to go back into our assets, animators, open Umbreon, which I have actually previously opened, and then just go back to the model itself and just drag each of these in here. Now one thing that I will actually immediately changes these two, delete those. And I'm going to create a blend tree, and we're going to name this one movement. This will just allow for simplifying things. Idle will eventually go into its own different blend tree, because I plan to have different idles. Okay, so if we open this up and create two motion fields, and I didn't lock this. This little lock icon is on every window. Oh well, main windows. You can push that so you can click on things and it'll stay there. So we just drag, run to the bottom one, and walk into the top one. If we click play, we can see changes between, the smoothing between them, which is pretty cool. And we want to manually set our threshold, so walk, let's put that to 6, and to 6, threshold. Oh, right, run's going to go up to 12. And then we should be able to change that one to 6. There we go. You can also add in values for the speed, which is cool, which we might dab in later if we want to make them run even faster. But yeah, so that's cool. So that's basically that done. We can unlock this now and just go back into our scene. So we grab this cube, and I'm just gonna put it down there for the moment, and we're going to copy across the different components we have here onto Umbreon. So our rigid body and our player script. And paste this new. So that is that, as well as we're going to be wanting a collider for him. We just search for collider. Now normally you would just go with for now I'm just going to make a box collider, which is not the best idea in the world, honestly. Make that one height of 2. Just missing the tops of his ears, but that's fine. I'm just going to get the majority of his body in. So if we make the width of that on the x-axis 0.6, and then width-wise, probably want to make that a little bigger, probably 1.5, and offset that 0.5 in 0.25 in front, so we get the majority of his head. We might make that a bit bigger, 0.6. I don't mind the tail too much if that clips into things, as with the front of his head too much. But that would be better off to create multiple box colliders around there, because a mesh collider is not the best idea to go with. Also, this will create issues later on. What if we create with our terrain? So just for now, I'm leaving this like this, just for ease sake. Just wanted to save the project. There we are. So now if we just click our cube down here, we just turn that off. And set the tag to player on Umbreon. If we go ahead and click play, we should be able to move him around, which we can. But we're still focused on the other object for our camera, which we just need to drag that across. There we go. And that's basic movement down. So now if we just go into the code, not the camera script, but that's fine, I've already got it open. Into the input, if we add an animator, my animator, Annie as I like to call them, and we'll just set that to get component type animator, and oops, I did it twice, that one. So that's cool. And then down here at the very end of all the code, if we just set the if I go back in here and show you, I previously set up some parameters, which is go up here, click this little plus button, choose which type you want, and give it a name. We're only going to worry about the speed for the moment. So we go animator dot set float, and it was called speed, and we're going to give this the value of our current speed, and that's basically all we need to do for that. So now if we go back into here, we make two transitions, one from idle to movement and one back. And then in here, turn off has exit time, give it a condition of speed, we'll make sure it's greater than 0.1, and the same goes for the other side, except we want to go less than 0.1. So now if we go play, he's not playing. It's because we're distracted. Oh, I can just click on it. Umbreon's not actually doing anything. And do you know why that is? Because I know why that is. For the Umbreon character, we need to drag our controller into the controller. So now he should be animating. Oh, one last thing we need to do. If we go back to our model, forgot about this earlier on, but for each of these we want them to loop. Let's go down here, click loop, click apply, and now we should be good. So he should at least walk. Well, he's gonna run because our speed's a little higher than it should be, but yeah, there we go. There you have it. A very quick little tutorial of getting Umbreon into Unity. And there is in fact 2 videos up today. He's a little iffy to control at the moment because we don't have turning animations in there at the moment, but that's fine. Ooh, almost perfect. Anyway guys, that will do it for this little episode. As I said, there is a second episode up as well. That one is going at the moment because I'm doing this kind of backwards. Well, not really. Getting into maybe some more mechanics, hopefully. Oh, I've lost my mouse controlling. There, that's fine. Just reset that. Hope you enjoyed this short-ish episode of how to get models with animations from Blender into Unity. From now on, unless I do something different, I'll mostly do this off screen. But for the most part, it's fairly straightforward and basically what I showed you. Anyway, there is also another episode that's up today, as I said before. Go check it out. It's going to be going over mechanics, other mechanics of the game, and actually setting Umbreon up as a Pokemon himself. So if you're interested in that, go check that out, and I will see you guys, if not then, next week. Until then, bye!